not the article, but also the angle from which I'm going to indicate towards. And then this way, I'm trying to cover as many articles which have been news, so that you refresh yourself, revise yourself, and also use it to amp up your PT preparation. Article 214 that we have got, High Court for each state that we have got, that we oldest is Kolkata. Is that what we got? Calcutta, Bombay, Madras. Yeah, they all came in 1862. Whatever. So I like you to look into that, and then there is more than uh, one state for which we can have one high court that we have got. Guwahati, Bombay, Punjab. Those kind of articles I like it to. Those kind of facts that I like it to collect from this article. And Delhi UT, which has got its a high court, and then how many high courts are there, and then how many UTs have got high courts and how they are connected, which is high courts have got more than one state covered. I like you to look into that also, like Bombay, Guwahati, and Punjab. They have got more than one covered. Anyway, Article 226. Article 226 with regards to High Court. I think that's a very common article, which has been with respect to the writs that we would High Court should not issue writs when tribunals are available, and that there is a L. Chandra Kumar case 97 that has been there, and like you to keep in mind. CAT is there, and so many of them tribunals there. So what kind of provision that we have got with 226 writ provision of the High Court? 231. Parliament can set up High Court for more than 2 states, and that's what the situation that we have got. And then we have got some proposed High Courts. 5 High Courts for 8 states that we have got. I like you to keep that in mind. And we're talking about the northeastern region. I like you to collect some facts around that, unless you already know it. Article 239 we can take. Parliament can set up UT. President can name the administrator that we have got, lieutenant governor, governor, or whatever, or administrator. That's the discretion of the president. 239 double A, and that's there so much in news. In 2025, we had Amendment Bill, 130th Amendment Bill, and then talking about ethical governance as an issue that we would like to keep into mind. There's 69th Amendment connected with it, and I'd like you to look into this. Article 243K that we have got, 243 ZA, 243 ZA, municipality wala provision, 243O, court not to interfere in the municipality affairs. And I think these are the parts of 243K, 243A, 243 O. I think they are rule of Gram Sabha in Viksit Bharat 2047. So I like you to look into this 243 a little more carefully, and try doing one exercise. And I think that's very easy. Put all those 243A to O at one place, and then the mirror article from P to ZG, and there are some addition or missing out provisions there. You like to see the mirror provisions and then learn them, and there has been questions in the past, and they are probable in future also. Article 245, that is we have got Parliament for all parts of the country, and influence outside the country also is there. Then Article 246 division also I like you to keep in mind with respect to those shall we say 7th schedule that we have got. That's also important items as they're listed. And then at some stage we'll talk about amendments, and that will indicate as to how the things have changed because of amendment there. Article 246A, that is simultaneous power of union and state to make law on GST. This is very unique entry that we have got. Exception of Schedule 7. I like you to keep that in mind. And then implementation of GST 2.0 has brought the whole thing from September 2025 in news. And then those 4 tier that they have got, I'm sure you must have followed that. And otherwise, I'm indicating that you should follow it. Article 249, Parliament on the state list that we have got, like two-third majority, and then the recent changes happening with respect to the makeup of Rajya Sabha with respect to the political parties representation, that has brought the issue of Article 249 in this in this particular case. And then debate about standardization of agriculture, standardization of please don't mind my pronunciation, standardization of agriculture and health issues, and then Article 249 and responsibility vested in upper house, that is being debated. Article 262, water, exception of that, and then Kaveri water dispute has always been there, and then uh, demand for a single water tribunal that has been there for quite some time. But then, what is the current issue around this? I like it to expect it to have some idea about it. Article 263, interstate council, that is recommended to have, and then how many times we have had. Last setup was in 1990, then we had later on based on Sakaria Commission. And for fiscal federalism in 2025, what is the latest development on 263? I expect you to be having some information about that. Apart from that, the other articles would be like 275, granting aid, and then 16th Finance Commission has brought this article so much in news, and I like you to keep this in mind and how it connects with Article 282, that also, and the word need being used in the Article 275, the union will assist the state at the time of need, something like that. The word need has always been in debate, and I'd like you to keep that also in mind. And then 279 that we have got GST Council, and GST 2.0 has kept the whole thing in the limelight. And then what is that 75% or one-third provision that we have got? Uh, Council of Estate's role that we have got two-third. I think these are special factual information around 279A. I like you to keep in mind. Article 280, that is quasi-judicial provisions. Again, this is 16th Finance Commission has brought the whole thing into news, and I expect that you should have followed that. 293, that is, the state cannot raise loan without the approval of the union that we have got. And there's a lot of debate that we have had around that. Is it internally also, externally also, or subject to the guarantee of what the states uh, required to get from the union? All kind of debate that around that. But I expect it to be clear about borrowing by the state as part of your list of things to be essentially followed. Article 299 that we have got, that is uh, government contracts made in the name of the president or governor, personal liability or not there, president, governor, or official liability is there. And then arbitrary action can be checked. There has been some debate about that. Writ can be issued in this particular case. We've got Article 14, Article 32, 226, because there was a Tata Cellular versus Union of India case way back, I think, in mid 90s sometime, and that had kept this article so much in news. I like you to keep that in mind. Then we've got Article 300A. Uh, Nobody can be deprived of property said by the authority of law, and then acquisition of property, and those debate has been there. There are some doctrines, and then UPSC can uh, show interested. That is dominium eminence, that is what they call it, EMINENS, dominion eminence, that we have got doctrine of uh, eminent compulsory acquisition, expropriation, requisition, different names that we have got, and land acquisition for high speed rail, that was so much in debate. And then also some debate is there about the island territories that we have got there too. So 300A article has been in news, and I have indicated enough for you to take a note of it. And these are articles, I expect you to watch it not as a first hand reading, but also as a changeover that you want to make between the two readings that you have had, and just want to reconfirm, and then quickly with high speed you can watch it and see that if there is anything I missed out, might as well look into that. And then that is what the purpose of this amp up series that we have got for the articles coming up your way. See you in the next video. That will be the last in the article series that we have got.